Okay, so we've just finished our Tuesday street dance classes, and today is a week before, oh, actually, that would be awesome if I could share that. Okay, so this is a week, well, we've got about 4 days until our pieces for the choreography competition, which is on the 27th of March. They are due in. So what we did is we really went through the mark sheet. So I created a new mark sheet for this year because it really wants to represent, obviously it's all going to be done on pre-recorded video. So I've divided it into 4 categories and each will be marked out of 10. So I went through each of these, but just in case you want to get a heads up or if you missed any points, quite often we don't hear things the first time round. So just so you can go back over this anytime you want to recap it, and it's also for F.Y.I students, this is in your tutorial video as well, but it might be easier to find it here. Okay, so the first marks out of 10 goes down to your style, your personality, and the emotion that you use in the dance. So this is really, for me, what really signifies what dance is all about. That when you have a piece of music, you're moving from the inside out. So you're really describing the music through your emotions. So that means facial expressions as well. Okay, so you don't have to go overboard, but it is that look, that drop, everything that you see in your facial expressions, but also the expressions don't stop on the face, they come through the body. And I don't mean emotion as in everything has to be, oh, woe is me. It has to be, you know, it could be a happy dance, which means you're going to show all your smiley faces. Okay, so where's your, and also then for those, we have so many big personalities in F.Y.I Dance Club, love you guys a bit, so really show that off. That is your unique element, okay? So if you can really show what's uniquely you, that's your personality, through your dance, I would love to see that too. So that's going to be 10 marks. The next one is everything we've gone through over the last 3 weeks. This is choreographical skills. So this is levels, it's direction and musicality. So the last 3 weeks we've taken one each week. So definitely go over your dance every 30 seconds, check. Did I change a level? Even if it's just a high to medium, or even if it's just a high to a medium, something. It doesn't have to mean that you have to go from high to the floor to back up again every 30 seconds, but just check that you've introduced your levels there. Then your direction, obviously, so don't just do the whole dance to the front like we're used to doing in class because we're learning. Now you can totally use the back, you can use the sides, and we were even talking about traveling backwards in our class there a minute ago. Okay, so that's worth 10 points. If you've paid attention in class for the last 3 weeks, those 10 points, easy in the bag. Next is what Laura has been talking about in our video tips for the last 3 weeks. So about connecting with your audience. So you really have to use your imagination to imagine that there's an audience there. So don't just either stare down the camera or stare at your feet. You really want to imagine that you're dancing out to a whole audience and using those eye lines. But also, what are you going to wear? Where are you going to film it? Like, you know, have you got a background? Or are you just in your room with toys on the floor and books over here and your homework over there? So really think about creating, like Laura says, a film set for yourself. And this can actually be a lot of fun. I actually enjoy doing this, but I made it easy for myself and I just got 2 backdrops. But you know me, I'm messing around with the trees as well in here. So then you've got your lighting and your video. So my lighting's a little bit shadowy. This is what Laura would call interrogation lighting. But do make sure that you're nicely lit on the screen. So she always says to film it in the morning time or afternoon is a great time because you're going to get that lovely natural light. And oh my God, did you see the weather today? It was amazing. If anybody was out there filming it today, I tap my hat to you. So look for that beautiful weather. Unless you're doing a moody dance, then go on a rainy day. Okay, and then your video. So we're really going to give 10 points for how you present your video. And remember, if you're filming on your phone, turn it long ways, not like this. Okay, so I have to, for Facebook, film this way. For video, you film long ways. Okay, so I know that means that you have more background to take in and you have to be further back. These are all problems I've had to deal with myself, but it does look better on the film as well. Also gives you more space to move around. Hooray. Okay, so 10 points is for how you actually present your choreography. And then the last 10 points, this is really the game changer. So this is going to show how much thought and process that you've put into your choreography, how many difficult elements you've done, and also your dance technique. So it's the difference between doing a windmill like this and doing a windmill like this. Okay, so that's going to be your dance technique. It's the difference between doing your flick kicks in modern with a pointed foot or wet wet fish foot. It could be the difference between doing an A-town, like just slumped with no bounce, and doing a boom, boom, cha. So using all your techniques. So if you're doing something about hip hop, I really want to see your bounce and groove. If you're doing something with modern, I want to see it really, really pulled up and really good sense of line and style. Okay, so that in a nutshell, 10 points for your personality and style and emotion coming through, 10 points for choreographical elements, levels, direction and musicality, 10 points for how you present it on the video, including your presentation of your eyeline and what you're wearing, and then 10 points for really your thought process of how you've constructed the dance together, how it flows, and also how much technique you've really, really worked on. And that just comes from repetition. So have you just done one video and then that's it, perfect on the first one, or have you gone over it a few times until you're really, really happy with your best entry? So this is a great, great exercise in what dance really teaches us, which is that continuous discipline of having a goal, working towards the goal and not giving up until it is complete. And I had a gorgeous quote today that I meant to say out in class, but we didn't get around to it. So I'll post it into the Facebook group, and I will also send it on the WhatsApp groups to the parents as well. Okay, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the next 4 days, getting those videos into me and spending the weekend going over them and getting everything in the right order. So brilliant work, everybody, today. I'm looking forward to seeing Thursdays and Fridays students as well. But for now, happy St. Patrick's Day. And I'm Zoe Patterson, and this is F.Y.I. Dance Club. Thank you.